Everybody can watch the games they want now. You know, they can see their favorite team play every week. You can get every game you want.
People growing up, they're watching, watching Chelsea, they're watching Barcelona, watching these teams. These kids want to be, I want to be Messi, I want to be Hazard, not like I want to be Michael Jordan. So it's coming up there now.
Join us later to hear how a Premier League icon is adapting to a new role stateside.
The stories that defined 2016.
We will welcome these refugee athletes to the Olympic Games.
I am the law and order candidate.
We thought, you know what, Taliban are here and any minute they're going to just come in and attack us.
She does demand attention. She is a superstar.
British people have spoken and the answer is we're out.
Catch up on the big stories of the year on BBC World News.
At a time of conflict and violence in the Middle East, Palestinians are getting ready to celebrate Christmas in Bethlehem, at the very spot where it's believed Jesus was born. As church leaders and tourists arrive and the festivities begin, join me, Yolande Knell, on BBC World News.
Oh, don't tell me you're training. Right. Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Good evening.
Yeah, it was a bit too good of you. To take on your first managerial role at a club that has only been in existence for less than 2 years would appear to be quite a daunting prospect. But Patrick Vieira has guided New York City FC into the playoffs in his very first season. Better find out how he did it. Patrick, it's easy, this managerial game, isn't it?
Easy? No, not at all.
You're making it look easy, though. It's going well.
It's going well, but we had some really difficult period. But we are in a really good period at the moment. Yeah.
I mean, you spent most of your career in European football. Was it a big decision to come here? Did you have to think about it long and hard?
I had to think about it, yes, because I think when you spend so much time in Europe, it's really difficult to move. But at the same time, I was really convinced that was the right place for me, because talking with the people in Manchester and knowing that New York is part of the City family, the City group, knowing the people behind who will help me to develop myself as a coach, and I make the right decision.
You're enjoying it?
I love it. How can we improve when we're in possession of the ball? Spending some time with the academy in Manchester before taking charge of the second team, I think was really important, because that made me really believe that this is something that I will really enjoy.
Seko, harder against the wall, harder.
Being a coach wasn't something that I was planning. And people saw something on me that I didn't see myself.
How important have the three superstars been for you?
They have been fantastic, not just on the field, the way they interact with other players, and that really helped me to send some really positive message to them.
It's nice to see you. Hi. How's it going? You enjoying it?
Yeah, good.
Yeah? It's good? With Patrick, it's good, yeah?
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, good.
Person, good coach.
Yeah.
The change is changed the team because he's a coach, a European coach.
Yeah.
It's different.
He gets it, so play proper football.
Yeah.
Good to see you, eh?
Okay.
Nice to see you.
Nice meeting you guys. All good here?
How are
you? I got to do a picture with Pillow.
David. ¿Cómo estás? Bien. Sí,
If I don't see you, well, I'll see you in there.
¿Habla español?
Sí, me defiendo.
Sí.
He olvidado bastante,
Sí.
pero todavía hablo.
¿Cuántos años estuviste ahí?
Tres.
Tres. Ah, ok.
Pero hace mucho tiempo.
Yeah.
86 hasta 89. Sí. Pero ¿cómo va? ¿Todo bien?
Bien, muy contento.
Pero
este año mucho mejor.
tenemos que hablar inglés porque
Sí, no
nadie,
problem.
nadie-
Yeah, in English.
What's the change now under Patrick Vieira?
Of course, Patrick have a lot of pushing in the train. He's the most important guy in the switch, the direction of the team.
Patrick is doing great. The standards he's brought into the club, to the players, and everyone has given us a real lift on the pitch. The training, the dedication, the work. He's here early. He leaves late. I've just seen this evolution in him in such a short time. So he's got an incredible future.
What's your target for this football club?
To win a trophy is to give this football club a proper identity about the way we want to play. It's a fantastic city. It's a diversity. It's the city doesn't stop, doesn't sleep every time. It's moving, and I want the teams to be like that. I want the teams to play with full of energy. I want the team to really reflect the city. So it will take time to do it, but hopefully, working with Claudio and working with the people around, we can do it.
You were a fiercely competitive footballer yourself. How is it being a manager?
It's difficult.
Yeah.
It's difficult. It's difficult because when you're a manager, you're on a bench and just having a feeling that you don't control anything. It will be difficult for a long time, and I think only experience will help me to deal with it much better. What is really important for me is to really understand who I am as a manager and what I want to achieve. I think if I want to be really successful, this is what I have to do. But if I try to do a Wenger or Mourinho or Mancini, players will smell that that's not Patrick.
Yeah.
And when the players smell that, it's over.
Do you have further ambitions to manage, perhaps one of the big clubs at home?
I think like every coaches around the world, I doing it because I will want to manage one of the biggest clubs in Europe one day, no doubt about it. And that is what drives me. And it may gonna happen, it may not gonna happen. So I think the way that my work will dictate the next step. But I'm really, really happy where I am at the moment, and that is really important for me.
Playing alongside the superstars at New York City is a young English midfielder making his name in the MLS. Aged 14, Jack Harrison took the brave decision to leave Manchester United's academy, choosing to continue his education off and on the pitch in the States. 5 years later, he's living the American dream.
New York, I think deep down inside, is where I wanted to be. A dream come true to be able to play here. When I was really young, I was playing for Bolton, Liverpool and Man United. I had interest from all three of them, and my mum decided that although me being a Liverpool fan, it was better off to be at United. As a young kid in the academy, you just want to make it to the first team and that's it. You don't think about anything else. My mum, when I was around 14 years old, she introduced the idea of coming to America.
You can't think that just because they're in Manchester United Academy that they're necessarily going to end up playing football. To take him out of the academy, it was quite unusual and an unorthodox route that we took.
At first I was really apprehensive about it, but she said just go out there and visit, and if you like it, you can stay out there, and if you don't, we'll come back and figure something out. I visited Berkshire School. I got a real good feel for the campus. I attended a few classes, I played football with the guys, and it was all great. The whole community was just an amazing place to be.
This is our game to win. They're scared, boys. They are scared. They just had a hold of it.
I remember when he first arrived and he rang me up in the early hours of the morning. He said, Mum, he said, I love it. And that was it. And then there was no turning back.
Jack's journey to New York is an impressive one. He starred for his school, Berkshire, and then for Wake Forest University, winning numerous individual awards and becoming a 3-time All-American. In this year's MLS draft, Harrison was the youngest player available. He was also the #1 overall pick.
I thought I was going to Chicago, and I was happy, you know, that they'd pick me first. I was over the moon about that. And then someone from New York came up to me and said, "You come to New York?" I was like, oh my gosh, like, that's crazy. It just happened so quickly. Absolute pleasure to be playing alongside 3 legends of the club, being coached by another great legend as well. So humbling to be alongside these guys and be able to say that, you know, I played with them.
Do you remember him?
Not actually.
Born when I played.
It's funny because I was on Match of the Day one time, and I actually have footage just like when a bunch of kids were at Liverpool with Rafa Benitez, and you commented, and my mum's got the whole video and stuff.
And mum, say the words, give it to mum.
I was commenting, not playing though.
No, not playing, but no, it's great to meet you anyway.
Good to meet you. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Good.
I've been fairly happy with how it's started as the first professional career, but I know that I still have a lot of work to do, and I'm willing to work on that with Patrick and the rest of the coaching staff to improve my game as much as I can.
Well, that's all from the Premier League show this week, but it does seem, doesn't it, that soccer is finally starting to find its feet in America. Who knows, the way it's going, they might even start calling it football. Goodbye from the Big Apple.
Ever been told it's just a game, but no, it's so much more. The BBC Sport app gives you much more than the score. Packed with analysis, interviews and gossip. And now you can personalise the app to be closer to the teams and the sports you love. With instant alerts and live text commentary, you can catch every ball, follow every kick, and stay immersed, even when you're on the go. The BBC Sport app, much more than the score. Download it now.
Hello there, a couple of storms to look at as we take a look at the weather around the globe.